Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for jumping on. First of all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. I hope you guys having an incredible day so far. Let's get started for today. The topic for today is identifying negativity and negative thoughts. Now, Norman said, negative thinking definitely attracts negative results. Now, probably all have negative thoughts. We all have negative thoughts or glooming days where it seems to be either against us or deliberately bring us down. Negative reviews are associated with negative feelings such as sadness, anxiety, hopelessness. We are often not aware of our negative thoughts, and they often occur automatically. Seems reasonable, and most of the time believable. Now, the most negative, likely we are to think negatively and believe these thoughts to be accurate, even though they are unreasonable and unrealistic. It is never ending a spiral downwards. Negative reviews are experienced by all of us. We all have negative thoughts that goes on in our head hundreds of times, but are more prevalent and extreme whenever we feel stress, anxiety, irritable, or depressed. That's when the really negative thoughts start to become. Now, sign that a negative thinking is running or ruining how you live your life, okay? If anything below is resonate strongly with you, then there is a good chance you are a negative thinking person. I hope not. I hope it doesn't. Life seems constant struggle. For most people they see life is a struggle all the time. And once you have starting seeing life as struggle, that's why you've got to sit back. You have to have sit back and start to reflect on yourself instead of the life. Assess that what you are doing at the moment that helps you or makes you reflect in that way. Because whatever you project, you attract. Now, you are convinced that everyone else is happier than you are. Most people, they think, yes. A lot of people, they're happy. They're absolutely, living the best life. When these thoughts occur, what you need to do, also you need to sit back. You need to reflect on the things that you have. Be grateful for the things you have at the moment. You will end up having more. Gratitude is the most important when this thought kicks in. You have difficulty getting things done and finding your goals. Now, this is when this thought occur, basically it's distractions. It's based on, you need to look on the environment that you are in, okay? The information that you listen in a daily basis. Because most of time, our environment and people who make us feel that, the environment, the information that we put in our head. That's why we get distracted, we get confused, we don't know what to do. we can't find our goal is. So that's why you need to just sit back a little bit and assess and take a self-reflection. Instead of you going and blaming others, sit down and reflect within yourself, because your goals, it's not binding by somebody else. It's not related to, it's your goal. So it's up to you to sit down and find it and assess and analyze every piece of your actions, every piece of your life, to be able to get into that stage that allows you to be settled mentally and spiritually, and helps you also to find your goal. Now, the second point is you often stop yourself from doing the thing you want to do. And most important, this is when the negative thought kicks in. That is like a devil going in. It's like a Satan, like a Lucifer is going inside your head. It says to you, don't do it. Don't do it. This like two devils fighting. It's like yesterday I said there is a two wolves inside you. Now, when the bad thoughts, the negative thoughts kicks in, the bad wolves start to take over. And when the bad wolves start to take over, the anxiety, the angry, the jealousy, the selfishness, it's all starting to come. So what you need to do also is with this is sit down with yourself, have some time with yourself, listen, listen to the positive thoughts, keep listening to positive things that reflect you. Go out, go be around people that is positive, be around people that can lift you, create the environment that is full of positivity. I understand sometimes this can be a very, very difficult one, because it's not easy to create a positive environment where you are, when the people around you, they're all negative, they're all speaking negative to you, they are like discouraging you. It can be difficult, but if you have the will, if you have the faith that you want to do it and you push yourself, you will get it done. Now, the next point, you think the world is a dangerous place. Now, this is one of, let's say, the most dangerous thoughts, because once you start in feeling the world is dangerous, you start in feeling insecurity. Basically, that's within you. That's within you, and things starting to kick in, and eventually it leads to depression, anxiety. You feel you go like an OCD. You're scared of everything. Also, listen to positive things, and sometimes this is when you see this, you need to go to a counseling immediately, because that negative thoughts can destroy your life. But yes, it takes time to control. It takes time to control this point. When you reach to this point, sitting with yourself, it's not a good idea. It's absolutely not good idea. You need to go and find somebody who's an expert that can help you overcome this, and help you analyze. Because once you reach to this point, even if you sit with yourself, you won't be able to analyze and reflect correctly. Absolutely. You will be like, damn it, because you are damn it. The negative, the bad wolf has won and taken over your brain and your mind. And that is very, very dangerous. And it would take you time to bring that positive wolf back into your life. So that's when you need counseling. You need positive people. You need an expert that guide you through and helps you out. You end up feeling poorly of most people you get involved with. Sheesh, you end up seeing like you're feeling sorry for everyone around you. I mean, as I said, you need counseling at this point, because when you start seeing everyone, that's why you need to stop and reflect with yourself. Sit back, reflect with yourself, sit down and say like, why am I viewing people that like poorly? Like some people, they like undergrade people. Um, you need to sit down also and analyze, and reflect with yourself. You have been told by those close to you that are a premises. Now, people around you can have a huge impact on you, especially if you live with them constantly in a daily basis. This can be a huge impact, but you have got to learn to detach yourself from this. Detach, create the positive environment, as they say. Go out. You don't have to be around them all the time. As my mentor said, create that, season of separation, not completely, disown them, because you can't disown, your family, but detach yourself. You don't have to be around them 24/7. You don't have to do that. So what you do is basically you be around positive people. You be around positive people that uplift you, people that encourage you, and that people can put the confident, the positive things back into you. But you need also, yes, people can speak to you positive, but the work has to start within you. You have to have the will to change that thought in order for other people to help you to change it. You have issues with most of your co-workers and family members. Now, when you have a negative way, the negativity, the bad wolves take over, you start in like you have issues with most of the family, most of everybody. Nobody likes you, nobody that nobody care about you. At this point, what you need to do also, you need to be around positive people. You need to be careful of what words that you're listening. You need to sit down and reflect on yourself. Reflect on why am I behaving like this? Why? Sit down and analyze, dig deep into roots. And that's when pen and paper can really help you. Write down this, all the negative thoughts, like why I hate this person, what's the reason. Analyze, dig deep within you. That will really help you see things from different perspective. You sabotage your success. Yes, you did. Oh god, now this one is, you feel like you don't deserve your success, but the same point is, you have worked hard for this. You have worked hard, but you don't even realize, because the negative thoughts, when the negative thoughts kicks in, it will destroy the entire the brain cells in your brain. I'm telling you, all the brain cells, the positive, it goes out of the window. You starting feeling like down, you start feeling unhappy, you start feeling upset, you start feeling depressed, you start even doubting yourself that you have done this. Have I done this? I've gone through this point, and it took me a while to come over it, especially like when you go to school, like you work hard, or even university, you work hard, and you at the end of the year, you get a result. You say like, yes, you successful. You passed this with a really good grade. You start doubting yourself. Is that me? Did I get this? You start doubting yourself, but you forget that you have put in the hard work throughout these years, throughout these months. That's why we need to stop. When we come to this, we need to stop. We need to take time out with ourselves, sit down, breathe, even if you have to sit in a dark place, sit down with yourself, disconnect yourself from all the negativity, from all the people around you. Disconnect, sit down in a room, sit down with yourself. Just calm, stay calm, relax, and be grateful. The first thing that you can do is you can be grateful. Be grateful. It will really help you. Gratitude is the most important thing ever. Now, you always feel stressed and anxious. Now, with these points, when you get to feel that you always stressed, you always anxious, you need to detach yourself from the environment. Period. You have to have that season of separation. You cannot stay in an environment that always make you feel stressed and anxious. It's not even good for health. You have got to remove yourself. There is no way or another. Take yourself out. Take yourself out of the environment as soon as possible. Even if you have to go out every single day. If it's the negative environment, your family, try as much as you can to not stay with them 24/7. I'm not going to say to you like disown them or just, hey, ignore them. No, I'm not saying that. Try to not spend too much time with them. Try and say, put time for yourself. Put time to learn new things. Develop yourself, grow yourself. Go and learn something else. Go and go and be around other people. Learn from other people. Go and help community. Find people. When you get to that point normally lead you to depression, lead you to be lonely. So when you lead to that, just immediately disconnect. Immediately go and help other people. Take the let's say like take yourself the attention from yourself. Don't put too much attention to yourself. Take the attention and put it on somebody else. Give it to somebody else. That will help you release the anxiety and stress. And I say this because I've gone through it. And I've seen the changes that happens. It will really, really help you. Once you start in helping others, that stress, that anxiety will die because you will see other people. You will see other people's pain. You will see that will kicks your awareness. It will make you aware, say, these people are going through much tougher situations than me. So why am I stressed? At that time, you will really know the sense of gratitude. You will really, really be grateful at that time. And before you need to be grateful. In all these points that I've mentioned, you need to be grateful because that's the key point. Be grateful. Just wake up and say, I'm grateful. Yes, some points are really like difficult, I'm not gonna lie. But gratitude and acknowledgement is the first step for you to be able to control the negative thoughts that you have inside you before it destroy you. How can you stop negative thinking? Try mindfulness. The trouble with a negative attitude is that can happen so quickly, as well as be such an ingrained routine that we are not consciously familiar with how large the problem is. Now, this is where mindfulness aids, okay? It's about discovering to take notice of just how you assume as well as feel in each moment and also with the method, you will find you can catch your ideas and choose how to transform them. Mindfulness. Be aware of the negative thoughts. Now, the second point is practice self-compassion. The overall art of being nice to yourself, knowing as self-compassion, can be one of the quickest way to self-esteem, as it involves accepting yourself as is. And the more you take on your humanity, the more likely you are to accept it in others. Joining self-compassion with mindfulness can be very helpful. When you catch your negative thoughts, you can then replace them with a kinder ones until eventually the more considerate ideas comes naturally. Ask yourself a question. When you sense or know that you are having a negative thought or feeling about someone or somebody, a great way to counter this is to ask question. Who does this belong to? If you feel heavy when saying this, it does likely belong to you, and you can ask yourself, what can I do more of to move away from these feelings, from these thoughts? Ask yourself, what can I do to move from these negative thoughts? If you feel light, then the chance this does not belong to you, and that you can simply state, go away feelings, I have no time for you. That's when your awareness kicks in, that when you are aware of the negative thoughts that they are starting to come, that hey, this does not belong to you, you're not belonging in this brain, go away. That's the window and that's the door. I have no time for you. It's an incredible how this does work. You are challenging your subconscious questions that require answering, an answer you will get definitely. Now, positive thinking. Zig Ziglar said positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. Absolutely true. When you have positive thinking, you can do whatever you want to do because you're starting seeing things from different perspective, different views. You will have even different energy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for jumping on. Have an incredible, incredible day. Bye-bye.